What is going on, everybody out there? This is Jakejames Lugo, senior editor here at thecoalition.com, and I got a special video for you guys. I'm going to be doing an impressions/review/step-by-step process checking out the toast game covers for the PlayStation 4. Now, this particular one that I'm going to be looking at now as I walk through this with you guys is for the original PlayStation 4, but Toast, the company that actually makes these gaming covers, which are like wood grain or like wood panel covers for your video game consoles, do have models or do have versions available for the PlayStation 4 Pro as well as also the Xbox One. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Looking at this when I finally got it in the mail, again, they sent this over to me to review for you guys and actually walk you all through this. But I was a little bit worried once I saw this because I was like, okay, this is real wood. This looks a little bit suspect. This looks a little bit weird. I don't know how it's going to be when I finally actually turn on the console and actually see if things worked out right or if, again, if it's going to affect the console in any way. But I looked online, I did a little bit of research, and it doesn't seem to be the case. It just is a real good cosmetic thing for your consoles. But we're going to go through the step-by-step process. Now, I do have the instructions here with me, and again, I'm going to walk you guys through everything. But this is my PlayStation 4, okay? The original PlayStation 4 here, which is the one console we're going to be putting the cover on. Now, what's special about this one here, I'm going to show you guys here. Hopefully it focuses right. But I was able to get them to put a little decal, a little bunch of words on here for the actual panel or the cover. It says the legendary Jakejames Lugo, gaming journalist. I thought that was pretty cool, a little dope. But it's going to fit right on the top of the console, just like this here. And I'm actually going to kind of test place it here so everybody can see it. And then the same thing for this other panel. Now, this particular type of wood is like a bamboo colored type of wood. And they have a number of selections. They had like a dark type of wood grain. They had a much more, a little bit darker than this one, but not as like super dark, like a dark brown. But there's a variety of different colors. And you could customize it any way that you want when you actually go on their website. So the only thing that I could tell you right now, doing a little bit of a test run on here, at least, you know, a test kind of like placement. I'm going to put it right here better on the camera. And again, these aren't sticking to the actual console just yet because, again, these are done with adhesives. These are done with, like, you know, a sticky material that's on the bottom of them. But it has like a, I guess you could say, like this little, you know, I guess you could say a little like tape thing on it that prevents it from sticking to anything else right before you put it on the console. But looking at it now, even just looking at the top front part of it, even though I like the little display that says legendary Jakejames Lugo gaming journalist, it covers the PlayStation logo and it also kind of covers the light to actually show that the console's on. So I'm not too much of a huge fan of that, but I'm actually going to make sure that way when I place it and I actually adjust it little by little, that the light itself doesn't get blocked off by the actual covers. So we're going to run through this step by step. Again, I'm going to go on the opposite side here to actually start doing this, and I'm going to move these up to the side. We're going to start off with the sides, which are the side panels here, which go right on this side over here. So this one in particular is the bottom part. Again, as you guys can see that. That's actually going to go on the side there. And when it's actually added on there flush and it's added on there cleanly and smoothly, it's going to look real nice. I've seen pictures of people actually applying these to their consoles, and they look pretty good for what they are. Now, again, there's a little bit of like hair there, again, because of the rug and stuff like that, but it's not going to stay on there for long. So let's go about this the right way and just looking at the instructions. Now, again, I do have to apologize. This will be a little bit of a long video in order to just, again, go through the step-by-step process to show you guys. So here, in order to, it tells us here for the specific panels here, and the panels are designed to overlap each other, so make sure to follow the correct order. So we're going to go bottom up and then go on the other side bottom up. First, apply the long side pieces, put your PS4 on its side, test fit the cover of the wood, okay, then peel off the backing paper and apply it, okay, and then repeat with the other one. So that's exactly what we're going to do here. Hopefully I'm going to put this right here on camera so you guys can see it here, making sure that the camera's all good. There we go. So that's the test fit right there. That's exactly where it's going to go on the console itself. There you go. Now, since that seems pretty good from what I could tell, there we're actually going to start peeling off the paper. So it's going to reveal the adhesives. As you guys can see here, this is what I'm doing now. Peel it off again. It looks like, you know, any sort of kind of like, you know, sticky paper you might have gotten back in elementary school or something, but it's actual real wood. As you can see here, it's a thin piece of wood all from the same wood plank that they actually cut this from. So here we go. We're gonna kind of get that in there specifically. Make sure that we get it flush and clean. Nice, flush and clean. There we go. Make sure that it's all good there. And I can feel it, just like going running like this, I feel like I'm gonna get a splinter. You know, just making sure that I don't cut myself. But there you go. And that's how it looks when it's already on the side there. Okay, just kind of give you guys an idea where it's on the side there. But we're gonna do the other sides here, and we're gonna go through all the panels, make sure that's all good. But let me kind of smooth that off again, just make sure it's all good. Okay, now let's go to the top one, which is right here. We're gonna go on the top. On this section, that's how it's gonna look like that. Okay, you already see it's starting to look very, I guess you could say vintage, because we're going with wood consoles. If anybody's a fan of the Atari 2600 or any of the other old school consoles that were made with wood back in the day, let me know in the comments section below. Leave me a like on the video as well. Get that word up. Representation for retro consoles. But here we go. I already peeled off this plank here, and again, I could already feel the stickiness. Now, according to Toast, and according to some of the reviews that I've seen, okay, the sticky adhesive gets stronger over time. That'll stick over, stick onto the console a lot easier, and it won't be, you won't be able to adjust it as much the longer that you let it linger on the actual console itself when it's actually positioned. Here we go, putting that right there. And again, I'm really hoping I don't get a splinter with this thing. It doesn't seem like I will, because it seems like, I guess, that they glossed it up or whatnot, but it seems pretty good. So here we go. I'm also going to go over it again, twice over, make sure it's all good. Look at that. Looks pretty interesting thus far. So let's go over to the opposite side while this side is drying. And again, looking at the sides here, again, you can see right there on the sides, hopefully it kind of zooms in, or not zooms in, focuses really right with the camera, but it doesn't look that bad. It's not looking that bad at all. So there we go. Make sure it's all good. Let's go to the opposite side now. So we're gonna go the bottom side here, over to this section. Whoops, make sure that I didn't screw that up. No, we're good. So we're gonna do this here on the side again. Test place it, make sure that we're all good. The exact spot that we wanna be at, we're gonna make sure that it's flush, okay? Then we start to peel off the back side there. So again, the only other thing that I'm worried about, and from what I said earlier, that I looked online and I didn't see any like reports about it, is if this actually makes the console hotter. And it doesn't seem to be the case at all, which is a good sign, because again, just at first glance, when I opened it up out of the package, I was like, wait a second, like that does not look like a good idea to put onto my video game console. And I don't want it to get like overheated or anything of the sort. That would really suck. So there we go. Got the bottom section here, making sure that it's flush, making sure that I adjust it right. Looks all good. And there you go, we're starting to get there. As you can see here, there on the side, got there on the side as well. It's looking good so far, so let's go to the next one. Okay, making sure that's all good there. Here's the next piece. Again, this is the color that I ended up getting from Toast themselves as I was actually talking with the Toast themselves about this, was bamboo. And to be honest with you, if I'm going to be totally transparent, when I was looking on the website, it looked a lot lighter than what I'm looking at now. I was hoping that it would be a little bit lighter than this, but it's not as bad. It's still going to probably look really good by the time I'm done. So here we go. I'm actually going to adjust it here, make sure that I go here right on the camera so I can show you guys as I'm placing it. There we go. Adjusting it right, then smoothing it out. There we go. I'm going to try to make sure that it's all good. This one seems like it's all good. That's good. Double check. This one, same thing. We're good. Let me double check the other side too, make sure we're all straight. Everything seems a-okay thus far. So there you go. We got both sides working right now. So it's gonna look real vintage by the time we're done. So now let's go to the next step. Let's actually go to the top part, which is the top part of the console here, both the left and the right side. Now again, not a huge fan of covering my beloved PlayStation logo, but we'll manage with that one day. Maybe one day I'll leave this on the console for a good amount of time, and then maybe one day if I really want to see my PS console logo again, then maybe I'll pull it out. But here we go. What is it? First, let's actually double check this. Okay, again, I want to make sure that I'm not covering the light that's right here on the console. You know, you guys know the light I'm talking about, which is right here on the console. When you turn it on, it glows blue. I'm really hoping that it doesn't cover it there, so I'm going to take double precaution to make sure that I'm going to the very edge of the plastic and making sure that I do not cover this light. There we go. Okay, good. So that seems good. So let's go. Let's actually rip this paper off. Hey, hope you guys have been enjoying all the videos we've been posting up on the Koalition website. We got a lot of different stuff. The last couple of days we had some big exclusive interviews, as well as also some good discussions on the co-op podcast, which is very cool. Whole bunch of stuff you guys enjoy. So here we go. It's go time, son. Let's do this. Let's make sure that I don't screw this up. So I'm gonna put this on the ground here. You guys can probably see me on camera right now. Let's freaking go. Here we go. So put that there. Whoops. There we go. Okay, I think we got it right on there. Okay, I want to make sure we're all straight. It's a little bit, could be adjusted a tiny bit. There we go. A very strong adhesive. There you go. We're all good. Good, we're clean. It's a little bit overshot from what I could tell. Okay. A very strong thing, and it's not really easy enough to pull off like that. A little bit overshot. Let's see if we can just adjust it a tiny bit. There we go. And there goes the top part there. You see there, and good, it didn't go over the logo. I mean, not over the logo, over the light, as I was hoping that it wouldn't. So there we go, that's good. So now let's do the main part here with the actual legendary Jakejames Lugo game journalist section here. There's going to be another side here that, again, I want to make sure that the light's not covered. So it's going to be right there exactly, and it's going to look real nice here. Let me make sure. Yeah, there, let me readjust it. Good. Make sure that's all good there. Now let's pull this out, make sure we don't screw this one up. That would really suck if we do. That would be really bad. We don't want to screw this up right in the middle of a demo. That would really be terrible. So here we go. I'm going to be really meticulous about this. Really meticulous about this. There we go. Put that there. That there. And there we go. That's what I'm talking about, yo. And again, a little bit overshot there. Just a tiny bit, but I guess that's from the cut. It's apparently these plate, or at least these planks of wood or sheets of wood are laser cut and, you know, specific to the actual consoles of which they're supposed to fit and stuff. And they're supposed to be super exact, but I'm guessing there's a tiny marginal bit of error because, again, it's very minute. Like, again, I don't even think you guys can see it on the camera here, but it's very minute. And so far, it's looking good. So far, it's looking damn fine. I do say so myself. Look at this. Look at this vintage PlayStation 4. This is from what, like 1985? That's all I'm saying. Look at it. Look at this. Atari would be proud. So let's go now to the front section. We're going to go to the sides here. Yeah, we're actually going to go to the front. So let's apply the front panels. These overlap the top and side covers. Okay, so yeah, they overlap. No wonder that they have a little bit of a overshot in them. So here we go. This is what this front section is going to be right here, and then this one's going to be right here. So we're going to do both of those like that. And then, again, I got to make sure that they don't cover the buttons there when I actually go to open up my consoles, as well as also mess around with the disc section. We don't want any of that stuff to happen. So here we go. Actually, again, let me make sure I'm in the camera here so you guys can see this. Again, I'm on the ground, so bear with me. I'm over here getting down and dirty, trying to make a console look like wood. Here we go. Open this bad boy up. Make sure, again, it's covering the Sony logo, which, again, not too much of a fan of. Ooh, almost dropped that there. That would have really sucked. So here we go. Make sure we're all good. There we go. And there we go. A little hair piece there. It's all good. Make sure it doesn't get caught in the adhesive. There we go. And that's that. So I'm making sure that it doesn't cover the button, which is great, good. I want to make sure that it doesn't cover the button because, again, I can only imagine like trying to hit the button there maybe might be a little bit difficult. We're going to find out when I actually try the console after I plug it in and see if it actually works. But then there we go. That's how that's looking so far. It's almost completely woodified. It's almost completely turned into a Tree Folk console, a Tree Folk PlayStation 4. There you go. Any Magic the Gathering fans out there, or any fantasy fans? Any Tolkien fans? Let me know what's up. Let me know what's up in the comment section. So here we go. Gonna take this off right here. Go to the next panel. Let's do this. Trying to be very meticulous. Very, very meticulous. Make sure that we don't cover that. There we go. Okay, good, 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 good. That was perfect. This is looking hot, son. This is looking very hot, son. Again, there's a little bit of a marginal error there on the top with the very, very top panel. Because again, they're supposed to overlap each other, but I guess the cut right here. So a very, very marginal cut there. And this one, look, it came out perfect. It looks like it's like getting flush with it there, as you guys could see. Okay, seeing that there. So there we go. There's that one there. I'm looking directly at it, make sure it's not blocking the buttons. Make sure that's all good. So now, finally, let's go to the last two panels, which is both right here and right here, which is what's really going to make this look like, you know, an authentic wood console. Wood console. Let's make this happen. So let's double check this bad boy on the bottom. Okay, we're going to do the PlayStation 4 logo last to kind of give it that nice clean look. That clean look. Let's open this bad boy up. Going to take off the paper. Let's freaking go. I'm going to be very meticulous about it here. And boom. Boom, there we go. Clean cut. Looks very, very good. Again, it gets the guy all that space for the buttons and for the light. All good from here. So now finally, let's get the final piece right here, that PlayStation 4 logo. It's gonna go right here. I'm gonna try to match it up with the PS4 logo there. Make sure that's all good. And it's a little hard to see, but also if I match it up with the edging of the panel right here just for the power button, it should actually work out pretty good. Let's do that. So let's get the last piece out. There we go. Little piece didn't rip off here. That's a little bit annoying. Just gonna try to get that off right now. There we go, and it's a little bit on the 4 here. I'm gonna try to get that off. I don't know if you guys could see this. It's very, very minute, but the little piece of the 4 there, it's got a thing. Okay, there we go. I got it now. So there we go. So everything on there should come out good. Let's be meticulous here. Here we go. And boom. Boom, son. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Look at how clean this looks. Look how clean this looks, son. Marginal error aside or whatever. Look how clean this wooden console now looks. I'd like to formally announce my line of PlayStation 4 consoles, courtesy of the legendary Jakejames Lugo. So you guys can see here, this is how it looks. This is how it looks. Very, very nice. Again, both sides, all woodified. Or at least, you know, given the sticky, panels of wood on here. So what we're gonna do is now, okay, you're gonna see a break in the video really quickly, is where I'm actually gonna plug in the console and actually see how it works, and again, and actually talk to you guys about, again, if it overheats a little bit or it gets a little bit more hot or anything of the sort. So stand by, we're gonna get more into this actually. Hey guys, I'm back, and now I've already got the console already connected to all the cables and to my TV and stuff. I just booted it up, and it seems like everything seems to be running okay. Everything seems good. I could see the light here with the little illumination. As it was booting up, when I was watching it, you know, kind of go through its startup process, everything seemed pretty good. I saw the whole blue line and everything else. And from what I could tell, you know, even just touching the console and just making sure, you know, everything else around it seems good. There isn't any excess of heat or anything kind of like, you know, really feeling a lot more hotter than normal. Okay, I'm gonna go on this side just so you guys can see it. But everything seems pretty good. Okay, again, just taking a look there, looking at the actual console itself. Right now, I actually have a game booting up that you guys can see here. This is Tekken 7. I'm actually booting up right now just to kind of show you guys again how the actual console's working, how everything looks good. Everything seems okay. Everything seems good here on the side. There we go, just gonna hit it to start there, just to kind of get everything on there. Again, you guys can see me on the reflection, but there you go. That's the Toast, game covers or at least for PlayStation 4 here. It looks pretty nice. I'm not gonna lie, it looks pretty nice. It looks pretty vintage. It looks very classy for people that actually like to do different things with their consoles. And now, again, like I mentioned before, not a fan of the PlayStation logos being covered up with the exception of this one. I wish like maybe there was like a circle or something, or even just the etching of the actual logos shown on here, so that way again it's more consistent with the actual base console itself. But I love the decal stuff. Again, it's got that wood grain look to it, and it's kind of like laser, kind of like stitched into there. I'm pretty sure there's different ways to get different designs, if not just text on here. But again, everything else about it looks pretty good. As you guys can see here on the side, looks pretty clean. On the opposite side looks pretty clean. Now, from what I read, the actual process of getting everything off is pretty simple. All you have to do is just take a hairdryer and just kind of like go through everything, heat it up, and then just pull it right off. Now, would that leave a residue on your console? I'm not so sure, but I'm pretty sure there's an easy way with like some isopropanol alcohol to kind of wipe it off and such. But that's my impressions, and that's my look at the process of putting the Toast console covers on your PlayStation 4. So let me know in the comment section, guys, what you guys think of all this. Tell me if you guys enjoyed it, if you guys thought it was pretty cool. And don't forget to leave a like on this video. Subscribe to the Koalition's YouTube channel for all our videos related to gaming and a whole bunch of other cool stuff we have. We got a lot of content we've been posting up lately on both the YouTube channel and on the website. So if you guys can, show us some support, show us some love. I will talk to you guys again real soon. Peace out and stay epic, everybody.